Welcome back to North of the Broad. With me now is Ian Scott. He is the new president and CEO of the Buford Regional Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Buford.
Thank you for having me.
I know that you've been on the job for 1 month. You came from Charleston, so who would have thought that your first month would be in the middle of COVID-19?
It's certainly an interesting time to get to know a new community. On the upside, folks have a little bit more time to talk.
Right.
So some of those conversations have been a lot deeper than I might have otherwise gotten under normal circumstances.
So you've been what have you been doing this first month? Getting to know folks, Zoom meetings, introducing yourself around. Again, very difficult because you can't be face to face.
5 to 6 hours a day on either phone or Zoom. There's so many people I want to connect with. Our members, community partners, elected officials, everybody around the community that we want to work with as partners at the Buford Regional Chamber. It's been a great opportunity to get a lot of those folks on the phone early and start getting to know them, get to know their enterprises, get to know their biggest issues for the months ahead.
So in this short month, what are you seeing? Are you seeing any trends or anything you want to share about what kind of, as you establish your vision for the future?
Yeah. Things I'm hearing consistently from folks I talk to in every sector. One, a lot of civic pride. I mean, this is clearly a community that has a sense of itself, its identity, and a lot of pride in place. And that's something you can't take for granted because you can't manufacture that.
Right.
On the other things I'm hearing, one, the importance of the military to our long-term economic health.
Very good.
That's come up consistently in conversation after conversation. It's a big part of our identity at the Buford Regional Chamber and one I hope to strengthen.
Good.
Other issues, workforce, the availability of talent. It's a little bit different now than it was even a month ago, but I think long-term for the region, attracting and retaining the quality and caliber of workforce that enterprises need to thrive will still be a challenge. So we'll have an opportunity to help aggregate some of the demand from the private sector and work with our partners in higher education and public education around talent. Housing, workforce housing in particular, is a often cited challenge in some of these early conversations. And then the bigger picture of economic diversification. You know, right now we have a strong military sector. We have a very strong hospitality sector that's going through some acute pain right now, but the fundamentals are there. Making sure we have a third leg to that stool, I think it's an opportunity for us to work with the county, the city, the town of Port Royal to help make sure we're bringing in the right kinds of businesses to complement what we've got, but diversify the economy a bit.
So it is a Buford Regional Chamber. So what does it, you mentioned Port Royal, what does it encompass? What area?
Buford, Port Royal, the Sea Islands, and all the way up to Yemassee.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But probably people don't know that.
Yeah, our membership spans basically the northern half of Buford County, and enterprises who have a significant footprint, either customer base or employee base in this part of the county.
And how many members do you have?
We have just over 500 members. Look for that number to grow a bit over the coming years.
Now let me ask you this. We have about a minute and a half left. You were in Charleston, so lessons learned there, that things you want to maybe do here or not do here in the Buford area, so from your past experiences in this kind of work?
You know, there's always lessons you can learn, but if you've seen one Chamber of Commerce, you've seen one Chamber of Commerce. And really, we have to build a strategic plan that addresses the needs of the members and employers in this community and is unique to us. So there'll be some lessons and things we can draw from that I'll be able to draw from my experience in Charleston. But we've got to be our own community and our own place.
Right. And kind of in closing, what do you think your strength is as a leader? And why were you selected, Ian? Go ahead and brag a little bit.
You know, I think the thing we're looking for at the Chamber is a change. We've got a great track record and a lot of successful programs and initiatives to build off of, but I believe that the board is eager for a little more active role in advocacy and work with our local governments in partnership. And I think that's one of the strengths I can bring is that collaborative spirit. We're not going to do anything on our own. Everything at the Buford Regional Chamber is going to be magnified by the impact of our members and of our partners. And so I think that collaborative spirit, I hope, will be the thing I can bring the most to the role.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ian.
you.
So great to have you with us. Ian Scott, who is the new President and CEO of the Beaufort Regional Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for being with us, and we'll talk to you, I'm sure, many times in North of the Broad.
I certainly hope so. Thank you.
And we'll be right back.